Hey y'all, welcome to my channel, The Lotus Talks. Okay, I'm just here to give you my honest opinions. If you agree or disagree, leave it in the comments below, and I promise you I'm gonna say something back to you. But yeah, let's just go and get into this Ready to Love reunion part 2. If y'all want to review the part 1 of the reunion, I definitely do it. But anyway, so yeah, so starting off with the dramatics, Morgan was crying. Somebody just needs to go ahead and give Morgan the role that she trying to get into. Like, I don't know what it is, but she always have to be overly doing too much. Like, the theatrics is crazy with Morgan and Tony. I honestly couldn't wait for this reunion to be over because everybody gave nothing. Like, I'm starting to think that they might as well just cast this as what's the word? What's the show that all the people around the same age, they all used to be in a house? It was a party house, like not Jersey Shore, but like Real World. They might as well just make it a Real World house because nobody is truly, honestly, at their big ages trying to find love and happiness. Like, it's not giving it. I'm just so over it. And I know the Dallas season that's coming up is about to be a mess, but we're gonna review that one too. Anyway, y'all, I did take notes, so if I kind of like be all over the place, I took notes at the same time that this stuff was happening, but I'm known for rambling, child. So yeah, but anyway, let's just go and get into the next thing. So I'm also stuck. I had wrote down, I'm stuck on Jeffrey voice changing. Y'all, is my eyes okay? Like, it was so, like, what are you talking, like, how is this happening? Like, how is this happening? Like, sis is literally changing her voice in every damn segment. Like, oh my God. Like, what's going on? What is the real you? Who is the real you? Like, at this point, I need somebody to find the baby daddies and interview them because I need to know what was the reason. Like, because I need y'all to tell y'all a story. Like, y'all don't have to be on camera, but I need y'all to tell y'all a story. Yes, I can agree that black men do leave every day, but we can't just make it be like, oh, it's a black man thing because we're black. I guess she kind of saying it from the aspect of being a black woman and you dating black men. So it's like, okay, well, black men leave every day. But it's like, no, like, it's so much deeper than that. Like, the layers to the onion go deep, okay? Not everybody a trash man. So we just not going to out here single it. So just saying black men in general. But anywho, like I said, I need for the baby daddies to come out of hiding. And I need y'all to submit an audio of what was the reason. What is the real Jeffrey? Because we didn't get it. And we not going to never get it. Because she keeps changing her voice. So girl, moving on. Okay, I put down, I still think that having a pool game over, oh yeah, that having a pool game challenge or whatever over Morgan sleeping in a bed with one of them, I found it to be stupid as hell, childish. We too old for that. Like, I'm gonna be saying that throughout this whole thing. Like, literally, we too old for these games. Like, we're too old to be playing these games. And Morgan falling on the floor once again, theatrics. Like, what are we doing? Like, what are we doing? Like, I'm not impressed by this. Like, that would turn me off, actually. If I was in that situation and two men was playing a fucking pool game over who bed I'm gonna sleep in, coochie dried up. Like, that's not giving me I want to mess with neither one of y'all, like, in real life. So, Anthony and Cynthia, I put down, it's just not, I'm not seeing that connection. I don't care. Like, I'm not seeing the connection between Anthony and Cynthia. Like, I don't know if they got like some kind of secret connection to where they don't want to display on the TV or whatever, but sometimes you can see a connection with somebody even if they don't talk to each other. You can feel the energy. You can feel how they're looking at each other. I don't get that whatsoever with Anthony and Cynthia. Just my observation. You know, it could be that they so in love with each other they can't express it. You know, it could be that. Like, but at the end of the day, it's not giving it. So I don't know what that is. I'll put once again the switch between the original voice with Jeffrey, and it just had me weak. I don't know why I put it twice, but girl, just know that Jeffrey switching her voice had me weak. It had me dying, had me crying. I wish she wouldn't have, but She did. She did. Next, Marcy versus Morgan. They was kind of getting into it. It was giving bully complex, like, with Morgan, because I feel like she had smoke for anybody that was messing with Tony. And it's like, girl, have the real smoke for Tony, but you, like, give him fake smoke. Like, they give each other fake smoke with each other so they can have sex later on in the night. Like, it's giving me that. It's really giving me that. Like, some people argue with their spouses or people that they like because they turn them on. Let's just be honest. So that was between Tony and Morgan. But Marcia and Morgan, I'm glad that Marcia didn't let up, like, because, girl, you're not gonna bully me, you're not gonna yell at me, you're not gonna overtalk me. Like, I really love seeing that, because when it got to goddamn Natasha, which I'm gonna talk about a little bit later, Natasha didn't even fucking say anything about that. Like, the fact that her name was being used for what Morgan say, lowest hanging fruit or some shit like that. Like, I'm like, Natasha didn't even say nothing. She didn't kind of take up for herself. Like, she was a booty call and got blocked. But yeah, I'm kind of skipping, y'all. If y'all have not seen the reunion, please watch it. And come back, and if you agree with me, like I said, let me know. If you don't, let me know again. But we gonna try to chat it out. Anyway, next thing I said, okay, I said, can we get a different host? Hell, maybe I'm jealous because Tommy got the easiest job, y'all. Tommy literally has the easiest job. All he doing is reading some damn questions and letting them talk. That's all he doing. He not saying nothing. He not really giving nothing back. He not giving no advice. For real, like, he got the easiest fucking job ever. Like, most reunion hosts, I'm telling you, they at least, like, talk. They try to ask the questions that we really want to know. Like, Tommy is asking these regular basic ass questions, and then he just letting them talk and ramble. Like, he not saying nothing else. He just giving the question, and that's it. Like, can we get somebody that's gonna really get on this bitch and do their job? Because just have Tony hosting the show, like, when they, doing the actual show. He don't need to do the reunions. Get somebody else to do the reunions, because I'm tired of Tony not really saying nothing. It's giving boring. Honestly, this reunion part 2 was a snooze fest, but we had to watch it. We had to figure out maybe if something with substance was gonna come from this, and it didn't. But anyway, so the next thing I wrote was Andre is a mess, just like that little bun that he got on the top of his head. Like, Andre is a fucking mess. Like, I could have told you. Hell, Stevie Wonder could have seen this coming. Like, baby, they was not giving that they was gonna be together. Andre and Jeffrey, even Andre and Cynthia. Like, Andre with anybody. Like, he's not that guy. Like, I don't know. I guess because he said he was in Forbes. That every woman should literally just, like, go crazy for him and just give him everything he desired. I feel like Andre just wants a woman, and I know I wrote it down somewhere in here. He wants a woman that basically is like a sheep. Like, she needs to be led. Like, she cannot do anything without being led by Andre. And that's just not healthy. That's not healthy. But there's some women out there that's like that, so he's bound to find somebody. But yeah, next I said I love how chill Anthony is with no theatrics, because, like, while they was all on stage, it was like Cynthia, Andre, Anthony, and Jeffrey. Even throughout the theatrics, Anthony was just, like, he was just chilling. That's the only thing I like about Anthony. Like, he was chilling. He don't really feed into the bullshit. That's literally the only thing about Anthony that I like. Other than that, Anthony, it's something about him that's just, like, it's something. Like, I can't even tell you what it is, but it's literally something about Anthony that's a little off. Not like in a slow way, but it's something. It's like he got something deeper to him. And I don't know if it's, like, on some serial crazy type way, but it's something, y'all. Like, y'all have to agree with me with that one. Like, it's something about Anthony that is just, I needed to come out, and then I'm be like, yeah, that's what it was, because he not giving me authentic. It's something about that man. Anyway, next thing I wrote was Andre wants, okay, well, I already said that. Yeah, Andre wants somebody, a damsel in distress. He need that to make his ego bigger. Like, he just need that. Like I said, he want that sheep. He want to be able to lead the sheep, which is the woman, and she has to answer to him. It's given, let's have the same bank account, but I'm giving you a limit on yours though. Like, you can't use the whole 500. If you need toiletries and food for the kids, you gotta ask me first, and then I'm gonna release some of the funds. Like, it's given that. Like, so no. I also wrote snooze fest because, once again, this was a fucking snooze fest. Like, it was just, I was just ready. I was just honestly ready. I was ready. Like, I was like, I can't even sing the fucking theme song, y'all. I was ready to turn it off. I was ready to turn it off, child. Next thing I wrote, Megan, I can hear your voice cracking. You was going back and forth with Marcia. I heard that. It was like in the hallway, kind of on their way of coming out to the stage, and they was kind of like going back and forth, and I really heard her voice cracking. Yeah, you played yourself. And she gonna say, talking about, what's the Kodak song? I knew the pill was fake, but I still took it because I'm a gremlin. Like, girl, what are you talking, Megan? Not Megan. Why do I keep calling her Megan? Morgan. Stop. Like, that was just the corniest shit. I don't know what was going on with Morgan. Like, she was just all over the place. This reunion. Tony from the top had everybody going. I ain't gonna lie. Like, I guess every woman on there really wanted a piece of Tony. Like, it must have been the New York in him. I think he's from New York. Don't get me wrong. Don't give me the line. But I think he said he was from New York. I guess. Like, I don't know. Maybe the older women like people like Tony, but he just gave me corny. He gave me corny. I don't know. But yes, clearly they liked him. All right, so then I said, I'm still lost. Did I miss the episode? Oh yeah, did I miss the fucking episode? Who is this man with the fucking braids and the glasses? Did I miss something? Was I asleep a little bit or something? Was I in my phone, like kind of how I was in my phone on this damn reunion? Like, who is the man with the braids and the glasses? Why was he there? Because I think he talked for like 2 seconds, and then that was it. Like, who is that? Y'all could have just told him to stay home. For real. Then we got to the Natasha fling with Tony. It wasn't a connection. They just wanted to hunch. Let's be for real. Let's just be for real. They wanted to have sex with each other. And maybe Natasha wanted more, but it was clear as day that Tony just wanted to hunch and get the fuck on. Like, he literally said that he blocked her, y'all. Like, well, he didn't say it, but Natasha said it. Like, he blocked her after they had their little situation. And then Tony was like, well, you told the producers that we had sex. And girl, I just honestly feel like it was a mess. If y'all would have kept both of y'all legs closed, we could have avoided this. It was not needed to be said. It was no reason for anybody to tell any producer or any, like, it just shouldn't have been done. Why y'all having sex with each other? Like, just stop. Especially somebody that was on the show. It's one thing to have a random outside of the show and you having sex with them, but during this process you gonna sleep with somebody that was literally on the show. Like, what's going on? Then Morgan gonna have the fucking nerve, the audacity to say she didn't hold that fling against Tony. Like, sis literally sat on the couch and said, well, she didn't hold the thing between Natasha and Tony over Tony's head. But I'm like, sis, you literally brought this up about 5 different times, angry, call her low-hanging fruit. Like, how are you kidding me? Like, did you not see the damn last episodes or something? Because you was literally talking about this lady and talking about the fling and bringing it up to your brother, which had no reason to be told that. Girl, are you okay? Are you okay? Because you're lying. Then the next thing I said was Tommy saying that this not a playing field, which I felt was bullshit, because it's like, you telling Tony that this not a playing field, but yet you was in the little men's lounge geeking up, you know, when he was talking about having relations with Natasha. Like, you really was trying to get all that information out of him. Like, this girl, like, stop. That's what I'm saying. Tommy do not need to be hosting these reunions. I'm sorry. I don't care what nobody say that. He don't need to be hosting reunions. Like, maybe they got him in a little contract where he got a set budget and they let him do all the things. But y'all need to relook at that budget and relook at the contract, because Tommy do not need to be hosting these reunions. I'm sorry. Y'all can disagree with me if you want to, but he don't need to be. Like, this is crazy. Once again, I wrote snooze fest for about the third time, y'all. Snooze fest. Okay, then we get to Cynthia and Anthony coming out. I had said when Anthony came out that water, it literally reminded me of that fucking Neo picture. I'm gonna put the picture up, y'all. That Neo picture when he was like on the ground in fish mode. Like, that was not sexy. I know Cynthia was saying like that did something to her spirit when he came up out of that water, and when they was in the pool to kiss her. That didn't do nothing to my spirit. I was like, ugh. Like, that was just so... That's what I'm saying. It's something about Anthony that's just not clicking. It's not clicking for me. Like, I don't know. I've been seeing other reviews of people talking about Anthony, and I have yet to hear somebody say, yeah, Anthony that guy. Like, no, Anthony really not that guy, y'all. Like, he just... It's something. He not giving me nothing. Then I said weird energy and all this, proving to them not being serious. Oh, okay, yeah. I was saying, like, next season, please bring people that want to be serious. But like I said, with them saying it's going to be in Dallas, Texas, girl, I know this going to be a shit show. But I'm ready for it. We ready to love and ready to have jokes, because that's what it is. Change the name from Ready to Love to Ready to Jokes. Like, because this is joke season. Like, it's been a minute since I watched the season of Ready to Love, and I was like, man, those two... compatible. It's been a minute. Next thing I said, how did Tommy see them as a couple? I'm not seeing the connection. Okay, that's what I was talking about. So Cynthia and not Mark Anthony. Girl, I didn't even talk about him. Oh, okay, yeah. I wrote one more thing about Mark Anthony at the end. Y'all, I ain't got really that much notes. I know this 17 minutes already, but y'all, I'm trying to get my thoughts together. But yeah, so Tommy saying that Anthony and Cynthia, he's seeing a connection. I'm like, you gotta be lying. Like, you joking? Are you for real, or are you playing? Because what connection? They literally sitting on the couch. Cynthia got her body turned away from Anthony. Anthony is sitting straight. It's like, I'm not seeing the connection that everybody is so-called seeing. Like, how are y'all seeing this? It's just given it was for the cameras, for real. And then Cynthia was saying stuff like, what did she say? She said something like she had to realize how to handle Anthony and how to talk to him and stuff like that. I'm like, girl, just say y'all wasn't compatible. Like, it wasn't giving it. Then I said Mark Anthony was another man that wanted to hunt Jeffrey, because they kind of set them out too. They had Mark Anthony, Jeffrey, and then what's the other girl name that Mark Anthony with? I didn't even write her damn name. Whatever the other girl is. Yeah, everybody just wanted to have sex with Jeffrey. Honestly, nobody really wanted to take Jeffrey seriously. I mean, clearly, it's not even just the switch up with Jeffrey. It's the fact that, like I said, you got the different kids, by different men, and you have no explanation for none of it. Like, none of it at all. And then I said Jeffrey was making a face when they showed the clip that Mark Anthony was kissing. I can't remember the girl name right now. I didn't even write her name down. But kissing old girl. I'm like, why is every time when somebody is having like a little moment, Jeffrey is making a face? Like, girl, get that hate out your heart. I think that's another thing. That's why a lot of men ain't gonna want to be with you, because you so fucking hateful and jealous. For what, girl? Please. Anyway, I put Mark Anthony wasn't going to be with Jeffrey based off our kids. And I said that because Mark Anthony clearly wants a fun girl. He just want to be outside with her. He really not... I can tell, I can sense from Mark Anthony, he not really trying to be serious. Like, I feel like it'll have to be a situation where somebody got pregnant by mistake from Mark Anthony, and then he might settle down. But other than that, he just living life. And I can't be mad at somebody that just want to live life. Fuck it. But I can be mad if you coming on the show and you just want to live life and play around. No, I ain't with that. I said Mark Anthony. Oh, that's her name. I did write her name. Mercedes. Mark Anthony and Mercedes is clearly in a honeymoon phase, y'all. I ain't gonna lie, I can mess with it. I love it. I love the honeymoon phase of any relationship. Everything is good. You can't wait to see that person. You be on the phone all night with your feet up, talking to them, falling asleep on the phone. So I'm not gonna be a hater. I honestly kind of like it. Like I like that they like doing this little honeymoon phase thing. You know, they young, do what you want to do. It is what it is. Clearly, both of them don't have no kids, so they just chilling, living life. I can respect it. I put the amount of times I picked up my phone, cause in the end, like everybody was on their phone in the lounge. Like when you looked up, like they was literally on their phones. Everybody was in their phone texting. That's how I felt. Like throughout this whole part 2, I was in my phone majority of the time because what's going on? Can y'all be for real? Like we really didn't need a part 2. Y'all could just smash this into part 1. It's boring. I'm not excited. They ended the interview off with showing bloopers. I said Blake Slick got mad. Blake Slick got mad, or he was at least ready to go when they showed the clip of Susu bending over in front of Lyndon. He was ready to go home, honestly. And I really don't see the connection between Susu and Blake either. Like, they got a weird estranged relationship too. Susu clearly likes Blake more than Blake like her. But if they say they together, then hell, they together. Who am I to, question that shit? Fuck it. If she like it, I love it. It is what it is. Y'all, that was my take on part 2 of Radio Love Reunion. Tell me how y'all feel. Let me know, like, do you agree with me? Did you point out some stuff that I missed and we can talk about it? But yeah, make sure y'all like, subscribe, comment. I will be doing a review on, what's the other one I got notes for? Put a Ring on It. We're gonna do a review on Put a Ring on It, so y'all stay tuned for that video too.